Hello, what's up guys, it's me, iKid here. Today I'm gonna give my overall verdict as to what I think about, as of what I thought about the Los Santos Tunas DLC, which came out like well over kind of 2 weeks ago now. And I'm gonna give you what I like about the update, what I absolutely don't like about the update, and see how does it stack up to other DLCs and just like kind of the gist of it, and. So obviously this is a Tunas DLC, this is like car related, kind of back to its roots, street racing themed, but which obviously, hindsight, it is a community fan requested DLC, because this is what motherfuckers have been asking for, and they've got it. They've got their JDM rice buckets and shit, so that's great. Okay, now I'm sounding pretty condescending, but I think the car selection is really good. Like, it's definitely a huge step up from a Cayo Perico. Like, not that I had anything bad against Cayo Perico's DLC in terms of vehicle offerings. Like, it didn't just have cars; it had helicopters, planes, and stuff. And the cars that I kind of often provided were more kind of sports classic themed. But I think, in the general scheme of things, like, they all kind of fit in with that kind of South American kind of jungle kind of theme, what Cayo Perico was kind of going for. And the only thing I would have liked to see within those vehicles is Glendale Classic. But anyways, this isn't Cayo Perico we're talking about. This is the Tunas. So the cars, I think they're really good for the most part. I mean, obviously they weren't just going to add all kind of JDM cars. They are going to add some modern cars and all, but we haven't got a single supercar. I don't know, for some people that'd be like yay, but I really could care less. I like obviously having a variety of vehicles anyways, as long as it's not any of that militarized weaponized garbage. So yeah, so the vehicles obviously, but then again, it's not really a hype because I was really expecting it to have good vehicles anyways. We've got 10 garages, which is kind of a bummer because, sure, while it is better than Cayo Perico, which didn't even give us any garage space at all, we still got, 17 cars? Obviously, 7 in Drip V, 2 have been released so far. The next one's going to be the Vector. And we obviously could have gotten at least, one more floor or some shit. I don't know, at least let us own up to 9 apartments. But we never have. So, but it's better than nothing. So obviously I had to free up some cars before when the DLC dropped, so to make space for them. So there's that, and that's kind of thing. And also now the gameplay. So this is the thing that kind of surprised me. Like, we actually now got a new business with this DLC, which is the auto shop. So it's kind of a bit like, if I was to kind of give it a combination of what we've already had before, it would be like the combination of the arcade as kind of a front, bit of import-export when it comes to the legal side, and then kind of submarine, I guess, and kind of like the MC Clubhouse with the robbery contracts and stuff. So yeah, and I think the robbery contracts, they're kind of the PvE aspect to it, and this is what initially I was concerned about with this DLC, was that they wouldn't really have much PvE and it would just kind of be like a full-on PvP kind of thing, basically similar to the arena. So I'm glad that this wasn't the case, for the most part. But the robbery contracts are so fun. So far we have about 6. This kind of ranges from robbing trains to banks and taking on the government and kind of stuff like that. Over the top shit that we're kind of accustomed to now in GTA. So we've so far got 6. Obviously 2 are going to be in the drip feed. But they're hell of a lot of fun. They're like mini heists, so think of it as like a combination of the Cayo Perico and the MC contracts. Only thing is, these are mini heists, so that you don't do as many preps. You don't even do a scoping mission where you scope out the targets. All you do is 2 preps in the finale, and they're very straightforward and very quick. The money, now, a lot of people seem to bitch about the money, for fuck's sake, it's not a proper heist. It's not. Isn't that made obvious? What, it's only 2 preps and that's it, and what you're getting around around an average of 170k, let's just say. You could easily knock out 3 to 4 in an hour, and you can still make around 4, and you probably can even make more money than import export. I don't see why people are writing this off as bad money. Obviously it's not going to be as compared to as KO, because KO you're putting more work in, here you're not, but you're still getting a good money. I mean, I haven't really done Cayo Perico much, but I've made over $10 million from the contract, and that's honestly much better than say investing in the arena or something. You're making a lot more money. That's like comparable to like kind of the old businesses, like the money per hour ratio. So the money is pretty good for the most part. And besides, Cayo Perico's just fuck Cayo Perico, man. I find it just the most boring piece of shit. So this is kind of like the other aspect of the exotic exports list. So basically this is very similar to like kind of the old school import export. And this is kind of like a list. So basically these function very similar to the dead Cayo Perico guards and the drug vehicles, i.e. they appear as a blue dot on your map. And you can deliver all 10 to kind of get a reward. You don't really get anything drastic, all it is money rewards. It's not really worth doing, but I kind of wanted to do it just for the sake of content. And obviously when you come down, this is the third way of making money with the auto shop property, is going to be the auto shop service itself, where it's very similar to import export where you're delivering, but the only thing you're not doing is sourcing, and this is totally legal, so you don't even have to worry about those bastards in those blue sultans trying to hunt you down and just causing a dent in your paycheck. So that's cool. And the cool thing is you can get staff to help deliver your vehicles, so that's really cool. It actually makes you feel like you're running a proper fucking business, where you can get them to do your dirty work. All you're doing is just the robbery contracts. But you know, the legal business, this is what people don't understand about these legitimate businesses. Like, it's the same thing with the nightclub, it's the same thing with the arcade, and it's no any different with the auto shop. You're going to be making your fucking money with the illegal component. You are going to be making your money with the robbery contracts, not the fucking auto shop service. So please stop thinking it from that perspective. Like, it's the same thing with the nightclub. Like, the office pay obviously is going to be shit, but your warehouse consolidation is going to make you so much bank. It's the same thing in real life. Legal businesses will make far more than legal stuff. You're going to get more by selling a batch of cocaine than you are to sell, I don't know, to sell a fucking controller. It's just the way it is, man. Illegal money is just, you get just so much more money exponentially. Like, I don't understand why people can't get it through the thick heads. So that's that. I think it's really fun for the most part. Obviously we're getting 2 more on the drip feed and stuff. And the auto shops, they're really cool. It kind of comes with a lot of customization and stuff, so yeah. I kind of made this like kind of a sports classic kind of theme, since you kind of see it on the posters that it kind of shows sports classics. So that's kind of, but this was like kind of my integrity way. It was like kind of a filler garage, but I kind of have a nice blend of kind of, I guess, some American muscles and then like sports classics. So that's that. The thing I absolutely fucking hate about this DLC is the absolute god-awful reputation. It's literally the same as the arena, but worse. In my opinion, worse. At least with the arena, you could buy it now. You could buy the fucking things straight away. But hey, you can't even buy it. You have to literally work your ass to get whatever rank you need to unlock that specific thing, to be able to get access to it. And they force you to play through all of it. And I'm not into PvP. It's just not me personally. I'm only rank 38 so far. But it's just such a pit. It's so annoying. Like, I wouldn't get a flame livery for my dominated GTD, but I have to get to 139, and I'm only 38, so I have to still grind about 101 ranks. Absolutely ridiculous. The races are themselves, they're pretty cool for the most part. Like, the street races, they kind of add an interesting dynamic to it. So obviously it's not really utilising stunt props, it's kind of just like typical underground racing. So basically, often kind of, if I was to explain it, like, you can take alternative routes like shortcuts, which are often kind of greyed out on the yellow blips, i.e. the checkpoints, to kind of give you an edge. They're cool. The pursuit races are pretty cool as well, like getting cops chasing you. So basically it's kind of like Midnight Club style shit. And I think it's really cool, but the reputation for me is just, it's not even a bad thing, it's an ugly thing. It's just it's so annoying. I really do not like it, it's just so bad. So yeah, if I was to give my overall opinion, I'd give this like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. It was certainly a lot better than Cayo Perico. Like, it added a much more variability in terms of content and stuff. It's there for everyone. Everyone of all calibers can enjoy. Even if you're not a car guy, you can still have a blast by doing all the robbery contracts and stuff. So that's a good thing. So yeah. So guys, thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and peace.